Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. There's a lot to cover in today's video, including Mr. Pool's strange account activity and Ripple's determination to continue expanding. Wait, how come he's back, you men? Seeing these two movies in close proximity seems too good to be true, especially since this account just has over 1,000 followers, and I'm not one of them. Mr. Pool did not make a correct return from the enemy check. Unfortunately, the Pool's account has met the same fate as all previous normal accounts since, well, there you have it. It's all over now. Mr. Pool has officially left the building. To all intents and purposes, it appears that others are attempting to pass themselves off as him. Apparently, many people are unaware of this. When someone adopts a new online persona, their old posts from their old accounts will appear under the new handle as evidence, or artifacts, of the move. Once this is set up, all the account holder has to do is remove their previous posts, change their domain name to their regular's name, and they're good to go. You're aware that a duplicate Gridler account has been created in your name. Wow, this is insane, people, right, so, right, what to do with the Pool account? That's basically a false account, right? What to do with the Pool account? It would appear that this is the man himself. Do we no longer have access to Pool accounts? Right. Wow. Interesting. He was obviously just caught, fellas. I mean, what the heck is going on right now? Yes, I pulled the trigger a few days ago and set up a new account. However, I keep getting locked out and the system keeps telling me that the account was formed in August when in fact it was set up just a few days ago. It would have been in September and I have no idea who has it and doesn't want me. Right. Wow. So, guys, it seems like things are getting wilder by the minute. In conclusion, gentlemen, Mr. Pool is no longer a reliable source of data for this Rindler account, right? By the way, the original Mr. Pool was their original name. That was his account, but it's been hacked. As for the informational viability, sorry dudes, but it's dead. Right? That very much seals the deal on his irretrievable loss. To the letter, that is. Now, if we should vanish, you'll hear from us again on the other side if you come down here. If we were to vanish, you could always give us a call to find us. Whether or not you are present on that day makes no difference. Now, I assumed that Twitter was the standard means of communication. However, this is not the case, as he is no longer alive. Right? How insane is that? Mr. Pool has indeed vanished into the void of Cryptopia. His work here is finished. If you still don't know what Quantico 36 refers to, you'll have to be patient. Right? Mr. Pool will not be coming back, gentlemen. Barrett Bobo Pool is Mr. Pool. Hold on a sec. Do you think Mr. Pool is still around if he refuses to come back? Reason 123, Mr. Pool is a likable guy, likewise, the opposite of an intolerable bloke. Those familiar with Mr. Pool will recall that in the very first post he ever made, on September 36, or November 25, he mentioned that additional payments will be made on September 36. This is Mr. Post's first post, though, right? The layers of the livable guy are shifting and evolving. I must tweet an image. So, are they equivalent? Do you disagree? Honestly, I have no idea. The death of Mr. Paul appears to be permanent. No more coming back till you hear his normal calling, whatever it may be. We're about to leave. Okay, here we go. Time has come. Huge news are often made over Twitter and cause a rippling effect. Fortress Trust, a member of the Fortress.io family of companies, provides financial and regulatory infrastructure that enhances and supports Ripple's existing array of blockchain-based financial solutions. Wow. Get started right away by reading that report. Like this post. For a second thing. Mr. Pool, there are some elements that come in third, most importantly the initial link to trust. Hey, guys. True faith. Therefore, it's clear how crucial this is. Yes, you are right. Despite spending over $150 million on their SEC case, Ripple has continued to make acquisitions. Okay, the strength of Gary Geyser parody accounts demonstrates their actual strength. What are these men thinking? Constant reports of news events. We have known Brad Garland long enough to put our faith in this stronghold, and now he is speeding up the process. What this long-standing team has accomplished in the few years after its formation is nothing short of remarkable. I'm looking forward to seeing how Ripple and the Fortress Trust Group develop new crypto infrastructure service offerings. While you guys are thinking that buying firms in a bear market is crazy, remember that buying companies in a bear market is crazy. Not in my opinion. However, this isn't something that other crypto firms are doing. Truly genuine Ripples. Fortress Trust and Ripple, both founded by Monica Long, are licensed providers of crypto infrastructure services with the shared mission of offering world-class solutions for converting, storing, and remitting funds using blockchain crypto technologies. What's the big deal, though? Perhaps you're curious, since Mr. Poole might be one of several potential frequent links from Kingspace's right Fortress Trust. In any case, this is Howard Moon speaking. Oh wow. Elon Musk and Mr. Poole are linked by the concept of trust, and there are many other similarities between the two as well. Exciting to say the least. The significance of this full moon is underscored by the fact that the Queen legally passed away on September 8th of last year. Well, also today, this was published. This was last year on this day, the 9th, and this year. Present day. The passing of the Queen symbolized the end of the old order. A year later, Ripple makes the announcement that it has purchased the fortune. Wow. Hold on a sec. Symbolic, wait a minute. To say the least, this is mind-boggling. Here's how it's related to Tolerable Guy 123, Mr. Poole, and the other key-carrying gentlemen of the castle or citadel who have managed to reacquire the former ruling elite. What do you mean, this can't be symbolic? On September 8th of last year, the Queen passed away, and today's Ripple informs that they have acquired the castle and the keys. What does this signify, other than the fact that the New World's Guard, Ripple, has arrived? Quite literally, Ripple is performing "you guys are much ahead of me" in a game of five-dimensional checkers, and I think I know who the checkers are who are making the movements. The correct David Schwartz, who are you, since whoever it is in my house seems to be going a little bit insane. We've seen the symbolic connection from a digital standpoint, but the underlying, fundamental explanation for this is presented here. Forrester Struss's Nevada Trust license will be added to Ripple's already extensive collection of regulatory licenses. Ripple and its subsidiaries already hold a BIT license, more than 30 money transmitter licenses across NACA skies, and an in-principle major payment institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the country's central bank. The central bank talks are going swimmingly, gentlemen. Right. And so, the business crypto market leader, Ripple, buys the citadel of trust. Quote, as an early investor Fortress Trust, we have had the opportunity to get to know the team. Efficient and Technologies Tensor launch in 2001, they have built an impressive business with recurring revenue and a strong roster of both crypto-native and new-to-crypto customers, says Brad Garland, House CEO of Ripe, a blockchain infrastructure provider. Wow. Right. In addition, discussions of what the country's central bank licensing RPL is a key facilitator for building and delivering best-in-class customer experiences for organizations employing Ripple's crypto infrastructure throughout our payments and liquidity offerings. Once more, a proper liquidity detox is in order. To sum up, this is great news for the development of the Ripple platform as a whole. We are excited to continue working with and getting to know our Rep3 payment solution, Ripple. Things are shaping up nicely, wouldn't you say? Right? Ripple continues to acquire failing crypto firms in order to use its global technology and regulatory framework to provide cutting-edge payment services to businesses worldwide. Due diligence and regulatory approvals are necessary conditions to the closing of this transaction. Currently, Ripple is seeing explosive expansion. They are spared the hassle of the SEC. They predicted that Ripple would become the Amazon of the financial sector/cryptocurrency. There was no irony intended. Right? There may be a reverberation effect as more buyers from various companies come in. To gain complete confidence in a stronghold, one of Fortress's 3 investors is a venture capital firm. Investments are made in Prime Trust and coin channels. FIS, Kraken, and Nationwide are just some of the Prime Trusts and Prime Trust investors. Galaxy Digital CMT is an investor in CoinRoss. Centigrade, yet another CoinRound CEO. Is X the managing director of the X City Group and has been for the past 7 years? Correct, then, the heavens don't play any role. Considering the alternative perspective, this could be a poor choice, but it's still worth considering. If the deal with Ripple goes through. Even if Melker has encouraged many crypto fans like Celsius, Dave still considers influencer Scott Volker a friend. Interesting. I would not be surprised if many large companies tried to acquire Ripple. It's interesting to think that perhaps other large Finnish organizations considered purchasing Ripple out but ultimately decided not to. Right? In addition, they may be seeking out long-term investors like yourself as an XRP Ripple stock shareholder. As a proud owner of XRP digital assets, I couldn't be happier about today's news. Do companies typically do this before going public? The right direction is being taken, although I'm not sure what he means by that. XRP will pop a solace, my fancy procedural worry, now that he has sold about 31,000 XRP, if I'm doing the math correctly. I think he's just doing some side deals with you guys. But who can predict the future? Let's not take this as financial advice, but in the long run, it seems like things are going quite well. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.